Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what is our final best of 3 for day number 1. It is Entropy versus the boys at Vireo, and we will see, well, Entropy, a quick push in. Derailed is our map, and they are already in towards that B-bomb site.
Yeah, quick onto the site, but Wilski, he's coming up from behind, and he's able to get the first frag, looking for the second, unable to get it. But Seth, quick trade, so he's back to a 2 versus 2. Bomb site is slightly in control of Entropy. They just got one player to deal with, which is Bergie. It's going to be a tough situation for both teams to win this round, but Seth making it easier for his team.
Sus going to push on forward, does manage to pick up the bomb, trying to bait out these players to go for the peek from the backside of the theater, but nothing doing just yet. Hasn't even faked the bomb plant. Look at how far away Bergie is right now. Actually, that's going to be an easy frag for Sus. Now he's in a 1 versus 1, and Bergie well out of position. Wasn't in a spot where he could actually trade that frag. So the bomb is going to get planted here at B, and Bergie looking for him, coming around the corner, going to get spotted. Still looking for this frag, trying to make his way out towards the bomb site. That's a good peek from him. He will finish him off with a headshot. Diffuse comes out, and Vireo going to pick up the first round.
Yeah, a really good start from them. They were able to get that defuse and get that retake quite easily, compared to Entropy take onto the site. There's really those quick rotations from Vireo which helped them there. Seth on the quick behinds as well as Wilski able to get straight behind them as soon as they start pushing onto the site. They able to get those frags early on. And then after that, it went into Vireo's hands. But looking into the next round, Entropy's actually got a pretty decent buy.
Yeah, carbines across the board. And another thing from that last round is so many frags went early to Entropy. And then, like you said, there's quick flanks that came out, and the denial of the bomb plant, I think, was the key factor into that round. They deny the bomb plant, and then they get themselves into some positive situations. Now we see the early push again. The leader's going to get into the backside of the theater and manages to pick up one onto notice. So early aggression again being met out. Remember how Entropy played this map earlier when they played against Method? Very aggressive across the board from them.
Yeah, we can already see that aggressive not working in their favor as Impaler gets the refrag onto Keystone. But one thing to note is we had so many nades at the start of this round and not a single kill from them. In fact, I believe Vireo threw 4 nades down mid, didn't get a single person, and then Entropy answered back throwing nades toward the B bomb site. But Wilski right now, he's going alive, getting himself beautiful. A 2K with that car. He's looking for the 3rd kill, and he can definitely get it. Misses the shot low. Maybe it's still a 3 versus 2, but Bergie knows he's in a little bit of trouble. He gets taken out. Wilski reading this so perfectly, gets one, but Zlatan answers straight back into a 1 versus 1. It does seem like he's going back towards A's bomb site.
Another ridiculously close round, but the thing is that Seth is close enough to hear the footsteps, so he's actually going to push quickly through the B bomb site, see that it's clear, maybe thinks that they're going for a bit of a bait and switch with these footsteps, act like he's running away, come back to the site, but the bomb is going to get planted at A, and now there's plenty of time for Zlatan to actually set up in this position, see whether or not Seth can read this correctly, but the advantage you gotta say is resting with Zlatan right now.
Yeah, but Seth reading it perfectly, and he actually wins that duel. Making it another clutch situation from Vireo. That's the 2nd time in 2 rounds.
Yeah. And again, I mean, it comes down to some really nice play from Wilski on the back of that car. I mean, a 2nd round car.
Yeah.
Comes in, he finds 3 kills off of the back of it. Beautiful stuff from him, really keeps his team in the round. And then, of course, Seth reading the situation, not getting baited by the footsteps, but making the quick rotation. And then, again, guessing correctly when it comes down to it to win that 1 versus 1.
In fact, Wilski's back on that car. It looks like he got donated some tokens, so he's able to do so. Also got a nade to throw down mid.
That's crazy, though, because when we saw Entropy and Method earlier, we never saw a car come out.
Never.
Never a scoped rifle, never a car the entire time. And now we see 2 rounds in a row, 2nd and 3rd round. Wilski's picking it up. And he's laying it down, too, so.
You can see those nades still effective down mid and actually opening up, but Bergie opening things up even more. Only Keystone answering one for a return, and he's actually all alone, 1 versus 4. He needs to ace to clutch, but...
Goodness. You blink and you miss it.
Yeah. Just talking about conversation, and Entropy's already down to 1 man, and Wilski gets that last kill. Jumping shot with the car, making it 3-0.
Yeah, he's not pulling any punches, bringing that out early, and you can see how effective he's been with it thus far. Probably see another carbine buy out of the Allied side. Entropy kind of with their backs against the wall early in this one. A lot of momentum going the way of Vireo.Pro. And rightfully so. I mean, they win 2 back-to-back 1v1 rounds.
Yeah.
One that they had, I think it was a 5-on-3 disadvantage to, and they fight their way back in. Then you got Wilski on the back of that car the round after, picking up 3 really fast frags. Nice stuff from them, but now the nades come raining in, and Entropy's got themselves the 5v3 once more.
This is quite interesting coming in from Vero, and they actually had one person connect and one person alt mid, and the one person in alt mid's actually baited in for the guy in connected, so he was able to get out and get the lead. So a quick trade low from Zlatan. Maybe they won't realize Wilski's coming out, and Wilski gets another shot. He's so quick with his car. It's insane right now. Bergie lining up players up, but he's only good for 1. 2 versus 1. It's all up to Wilski, and that car needs to do some work.
It's definitely scary with that, but he hasn't picked up a proper secondary. He's only got the pistol to work with, so this is going to be extremely difficult. A double peek in this situation, and he's pretty much toast. So he's got to land that first shot with lightning reflexes, but we've seen it earlier. See whether or not he can do it again. He also has a smoke to play with, too.
Yeah, that smoke can be quite valuable. He's smoking at the bomb, and now there's a player coming out secret. Surely he knows it. He knows it now, but the player has to fall back. This is good work from Entropy. They're not really peeking this, and they know he has a car, that one-shot capability, but he's going to stick to the fuse. Now they realize, but Uzuma going to get the frag. Maybe get the car up, maybe.
Yeah, he does.
Find it. There we go. Kia, nice to pick it up. It's 3-1, and because of that early car buy, they're not really too good on token, except for Bergie.
Interesting buy down here from the boys on Entropy. So they're obviously all in. A couple of Thompsons on the board. They've got the car that they salvaged in the last round, some carbines to play with. Now what do you do if you're on the Vireo.Pro side? You drop your first round. How do you recover from that? You want to carry that momentum as much as possible, and they've looked pretty solid so far on the Axis side. Here come the nades once again. It's going to be Impaler to open up. Wilski to find one more. Some more nades come in. 3 out of the 10 kills this round are going to go to the HE grenades. So good start from both sides. Fast in the B, though.
Yeah, the B bomb site cleared because of those nades, and those rotate Vero. I don't even know how to say it sometimes. But Wilski, he's close by, and you saw what you could do with the car. Let's see what you can do with the MP40. They are looking to get this retake underway, and Wilski's pushing through these smokes quite carefully. Zuma, he managed to pick that car up, and he's getting some frags, and so is Kirstar with the hammer and grinds. All up to Seth now. He gets tagged, and that's when you call it.
Yeah. Bow out for the round. Wait for a little bit of that spam, some health regen, maybe try and find a cheeky frag on exit here. Does peek out, will lose his life. The Carbine's doing their job. 2 rounds now in a row for Entropy. They're starting to reel this one back into a more reasonable fashion, the Allied side, as it is a 3-2 scoreline. Still favoring Vireo.Pro. And again, now we've got a car and we've got a scope out on Entropy. Double sniper setup here on the attacking side. Something that you probably don't see very often.
Not really, especially in a round like this, because you just got back, you just won your 2nd round in a row. You're not really safe on economy, so you pick up a scope. It's quite dangerous. And he is peeking on mid, which is a good angle with the scope, which can peek. There's also mid, which can try and peek early, but that's also dangerous because of nades. But right now, Entropy are at disadvantage. It's going to be tough for them to get back into this round, but Kirstar doing the work.
So they get the return frag on the Bergie. His aggression over there towards that mid corridor gets quelled rather quickly. Did manage to pick up 1 frag before getting picked off, trying to retreat. Would have liked to maybe see him stay in the stairwell just a little bit longer. He had a teammate that was down at the end of the hallway, so he had coverage. He didn't really need to push back in, especially since there was still a smoke there at the end of the hallway. It was starting to fade, but a little bit of a risky play. No reward on it from him. Entropy once again looking to make a bid for the B-bomb site, and nobody is here really watching it from any kind of an aggressive angle. That smoke doing its job perfectly. That's going to block off any vision from that area, but some set nades coming in. See if they can pick anything up. That's going to be a little bit off the mark. Second one comes in, and again, no damage.
That was actually really smart there from Entropy. I don't know if you noticed it. They planted it on the other side of the bomb towards the smoke, which is dangerous plant if anyone's trying to spam for smoke, because they know they have Gavers right now. You can't really spam with Gavers anymore. So the fact that the set nades bounce on top of the bomb site, so he's completely safe. But Seth, Gets in behind, and he managed to get one. Only good for one low. 2 versus 2.
Oh, wow. Keystar coming alive here. 3 kills to close out the round. And speaking of 3, we're all tied up 3-3. 4 kills on the round for Keystar last round as well. So he's starting to come alive a little bit. And, man, what can you say? I mean, Vireo, they're in a bit of a tough spot right now.
Yeah, and there's not much to say about it. They seem to be playing the right sort of strategies. It's just like losing the aim duels and losing the fights where they probably shouldn't be in some cases, especially when that double peek happens, when Keystar wide peeks and gets that double kill. Don't normally see that happen too often.
Not at all.
So frags.
Yeah, Vireo just getting wiped out early on. It's going to be Seth to push aggressively behind this tank, see if he can find anything. They are going to spam him down. Uzuma is going to find him. That leaves it in a 2 versus 5. Impaler very low, going to get pushed, taken down. Nice job from Zlatan and Sus. And the final frag comes out. A clean round there, a team ace even for the Allied side. So they get 1 per player, and they also get the lead.
Yeah, right there. It just came down to individuals. Obviously, the first 2 kills because of the nades and the scopes, and Keystar. Damn. 11-3.
Coming out swinging, and notice off to a bit of a slow start at a 1-7 score line, but we are only 7 rounds in. A lot can change in the next few rounds, so we're not going to be too critical of anybody just yet. Ooh. Good damage. Just not enough to find that opening pick at the leader. Getting very aggressive here with that scope all the way in the back of the theater. Not able to get that tag. Unfortunate. Couldn't connect the leg shot to soften him up. This position for Keystar, he has been so incredibly good, but the double nade comes out from Impaler, drops Uzuma and Sus, and now all of a sudden they found their way back into the round.
Yeah, they played that well, and Impaler's nade was so incredible. That bounce, and it just gets 2 players.
I think they kind of ran into each other too and kind of blocked each other from being able to get away from the nade, but doesn't make much of a difference when you pick up 2. That plus 10, beautiful stuff in 1 nade.
But Delia trying to fight his way back. He does manage to get Impaler, who had that impactful nade early on.
They have no B site control on the Axis side, so they're going to have to forfeit a bomb plant once again. Good use of smokes as well.
Yeah, just blocking out those angles, so they have to risk it, pushing through these smokes. Fake, getting some information on where they are and see if there's any more nades, which there isn't. So you're probably going to see kids start applying it very soon before these smokes start to dissipate. But Seth again in the back lines, but they're expecting it this time, but no frag just yet. In fact, Bergie's got a frag onto Keystar. That's the bomb down. It's going to be tough for him to get back into this round. Zlatan trying his best, trying to push the Bergie, but he can't get the frag. Wilski finds Elia, and there's no time left.
No bullets and no time. So Zlatan's going to have to bow out from the round. And finally, the response comes back in. Vireo even going to kill him afterwards just to spite him. Pick up the Thompson that he was carrying as well, so that's less that they've got to worry about purchasing into this round. And finally, after forfeiting 4 rounds in a row towards the Entropy side, they get back into the win column.
Yeah, but now they need to start getting more of those rounds on the board. Derailed, I said it is more Allied side, I believe last time we saw this.
Yeah.
And if they can stop any more momentum from Entropy, because obviously Entropy can purchase. You see Delita getting that scope out. He's been quite impactful with it, getting 1 or 2 frags every single round. And Payla almost forced to a nade as well. It's really important that he needs to step up.
And you see the car in the hands of Wilski. He was so good early on with that gun, but he's kind of gone quiet here lately. See whether or not he can get it working once again. 4 players over here towards B. That has been the order of the day, and there come the frags. And Taylor gets first blood. A couple more players pushing around the side. Zlatan and Sus going to be able to pick up a couple, and Wilski cannot get that car working just yet. Smoke comes in. He is in the back all looking for these players to come back on around. Does he go for the peak? Looks like he's going to wait out the bomb plant. Oh my goodness, what in the world is going on? Wilski picking up 2, pushing through the smoke, and Notice is there as well. So somehow this just got flipped on its head, and it's all down to the leader well outside of the bomb site. No bomb plant. And somehow Vireo have turned this one around.
Yeah, I don't even know how
Nobody was
Wilski
watching
done
the smoke push, I guess? I don't know.
It looked like one of the players was watching the smoke push because he was so close to the smoke. And then there was another player, I think, watching it from above. But then, like, as soon as it's breeze, Wolski jumps out prone, gets the first one, crouches and turns around prone again, gets the second. And then Notice comes in, gets the third.
Yeah, as soon as all hell breaks loose with Wolski going through the smoke, next thing you know, here comes another player. So they time that push well and deny the bomb plant. And ultimately, that wins them the round, too. You know, typically, you'll see them push through the smoke like that and get picked off, and the bomb continues to get planted. Doesn't make too much of a difference into the round, but that time it works out in their favor, and they find themselves up 5-4.
Yeah, and normally you would see maybe he'll get one at most, but not two, and then having a teammate come in, get the third for you.
Yeah. Good team play.
Yeah.
Good communication. They were probably discussing that on voice comms. Hey, you know, I'm going to push through this smoke in 3, 2, 1, go. And they both peek out from 2 different angles. Can't watch every single angle. They had 3 players, but once that chaos from the player pushing through smoke, next thing you know, 3 players get dropped.
And this just shows how versatile Wolski is. We've seen him with the car, but we've also seen him with the SMGs. He misses that shot there, low, and the second, but he gets information that there's 2 players pushing down alt mid, and you can see the rotations coming in from Vero.
Yeah, bomb site could be the order of the day. Bergie's one for none of it. Wilski's there as well. That car rains out, finds one more. He's holding on the angle. Nade's even coming in. Looks like he wants to set up for possibly a nade. He's got such a tight angle here. Spots the player around the corner, pulls out to Thompson. Going to go for the peak. Tries to get the spray and pray. Can't connect the bullets, but it's Latin to find one more onto Seth. Drops him with a crispy headshot bomb fake. I think that was some team damage there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. Drops Wilski low. Now the peak comes out to follow it. Impaler goes down, but it's Kiastar all by himself as Azuma and Zlatan both get dropped. And he is ultimately going to fall in the end of the round as well. 6-4 now as Vireo are again starting to string rounds together. 3 more in a row for him.
Yeah, and at this point, Entropy needs to answer back with something because they seem to be getting shut down quite easily now in that Impaler and Wolski both stepping up. We even see Notice helping out his teammates. Like, he's being a pretty good support player for this team. But Wolski, he's being insane right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's the catalyst right now, you know. Get that car going, get an early pick, find some nade damage, whatever it takes, you know, get it done. Again, there's some nade damage as Latin. He's going to just barely chuck and jive his way outside of the blast radius of that. But look at the aggression coming out here as Bergie's going to get forward position. Will get back out around the wall. Will not go down to the nade and keep things on an even keel. 5 versus 5. Kiastar also taking a lot of damage as it is Carbines and Thompsons versus the Bears and some salvaged scraps.
Oh, Impaler again with that nade. Same nade which we saw he got a double kill with.
It's almost a double again.
Yeah. And this time, only one. And it looks like Impaler nearly falls, but the information is given. Zlatan gets one more deleter, gets the refrag, and now the frags are going in fast for Entropy. Just leaving Wolski and Seth left alone in a 2 versus 4. If you're Wolski, probably want to stay, but he now managed to get 1. And he even gets a second. Is there miscommunication?
They had no idea where he was. Seth even coming in. All of a sudden, we're down to a 1 versus 1 as Deleter's going to be able to find one more. Doesn't have the bomb in his control, and look at Wilski getting aggressive from this. He's going to hold the angle on this, and there's the peek out. Wilski, prime position. You said it. He's the catalyst for this. 3 more kills for him, 15 and 6. Really come alive in the late stages. He was strong early, kind of faded a little bit, but he's resurged greatly in the last 4 rounds that they've won.
But like, despite that, the frags, if you just look at the frags alone, they've been pretty even. Like Keystone on the other side, he's doing 14-7. And then you've got Zlatan, who's 9-8. Second person is Impaler, who's going 9-10. So they're quite even in terms of kills. But at the moment, it's been like time and clutches, and at the moment has been all Vero.
And that really tells the story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the frag counts and you see, oh boy, you see how close they are back and forth between these 2 teams. Notice back-to-back headshots on the back of that Bear. Nicely done from him. But you can just tell it's come down to a lot of 1v1s, 1v2 clutches from one side or the other. That's why the frag totals are so close together. But it's been predominantly Vireo.Pro that have been winning those clutch rounds.
Yeah, we saw early on the first 2 rounds were clutch rounds from them. But Zlatan, they would take down Wolski, and that's going to cause some trouble.
Big kill.
Huge impactful kill. Taking away that car as well as that impactful play. And Seth, he's retreating. He doesn't want any of it. He wants to try and keep this Gavert alive. And now Entropy know they got the opponents on the back end.
And they're actually coming around the back lines towards this A bomb site. Good positioning there, does great damage. I believe that's Seth. Yeah, he rotated all the way back around towards that A bomb site. Spots out one player. You can see the push coming off of the B bomb site as well. So quick rotation is going to come in. Might be able to get a backstab as they try to get off of the site. As Seth continues to keep this player busy over here. And there's some damage from the backside. Bergie trying to get back in for his team. Seth doing his best to try and keep him distracted here around the corner. There's the jump peek out. Seth is going to win that battle. He's got to be careful. One player coming around the side. He doesn't realize it. Kiastar going to be able to pick up one more, and the flank is coming. Seth doesn't realize it. The leader is going to take him down. And a 5th round. Finally, another round on the board here for Entropy.
Yeah, and these rounds are still close. It came down to 2 versus 2, which all the frags went into Entropy in the end, but these teams are back and forth right now.
Yeah.
One thing which is quite interesting is now Vireo has no money, so Wilski won't have that car, which he's been so impactful with the past few rounds. Be interesting to see what he can do with Gavert, because we haven't really seen him use it, because second round he had that car straight off the bat, which is interesting by itself, because I think some people gave him tokens, and when he bought it again, some people gave him tokens to get it that second time. Which is, you don't normally see that too often at this high stage, because all the players in the team are so impactful that they need the tokens, but
well, he gets one anyway.
Frank's going in favor to Vireo. 4 versus 3. As Entropy trying to push onto that B-bomb site. Sus though, losing that Angel. Don't normally see that happen.
Yeah, thought for sure he was going to have it. Seemed like he knew the player was up there. Had the headshot angle lined up, but just blew his wedge a little bit early. And you can see one player up on high, just toying with them. That's Notice. He's picked up a frag in the round, as well as Impaler and Wilski on the back of that Gavert. Still looking forward towards this bomb site. One player on low, finally peeking out, doing some damage. Kiastar low. Zlatan going to be the last man standing. He's extremely low as Wilski picks up the final 2 frags. Managed to salvage a Thompson, his second favorite gun.
Yeah. Definitely his second favorite gun, because we've seen him get so many impactful kills, pushing through smokes with it, and he's leading the charge for his team right now. 8-5. Moving to the NA side. And if you're Entropy right now, you got to try something different. Maybe go towards A bomb site. You haven't gone towards it too many times, and when you have, you actually won the rounds. That has been mid-round calls.
Oh, Seth. Kobe!
Yeah, it seemed like Entropy was a little bit too hasty there, a little bit too aggressive, trying to get there early, but the nade was right on top of them as they crossed.
Yeah, definitely a crispy little nade to kick things off. And Seth, again, I mean, he's been the flank player, he's been the late rotator. This time getting into the action early with the double nade kill. The leader is able to find one. Zlatan answers back, so all of a sudden we're back into a 3-on-3. So cool it down, reset, and see where we go from here.
Yeah, exactly. But that's quite interesting to see. Like, Entropy seems a bit sloppy right now. Like, those 2 kills, they shouldn't have gave that away. They have fought back hard. And now the lead has fallen from Impaler, giving the advantage back into Vireo's hands. It's going to be tough for them to start taking this side, especially since Zlatan's gone and it's all up to Sars. He's been struggling in this game so far. We can see it from that aim, and he falls. That's going to be the 9th round for the NA side right now.
USA, 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 USA. Let's go, baby. 18-8 for Wilski. And Impaler's really picked up the pace. And Notice, remember, he was down there at 1-7, so he started to turn things around a little bit. He's gone 5-4 since the last time when we called him out for that, so he's starting to pick things up. Now, he has been playing on the A bomb site. It looks like he's been kind of rotating between the 2 sites. Yeah. Because we saw him pick up 2 kills over towards B the round before that. This time around, it looks like he's going to be back over into his normal position once more. But quick push through mid, see what happens behind this one. Bergie and Wilski. Wilski pulling the load a little bit early, but it gets the refrag. He's so quick with that car. It's unbelievable the shots that he's hitting. There's another one. Can he get a third? Possibility is there.
Yeah, especially if they start pushing. But Wilski, he's hunting for it. He's going aggressive right now. Slow peeking this angle, but he's just a little bit too high to see Zlatan. Just a little bit. And so Zlatan was able to get that one frag, but he's in a little bit of trouble right now. Thompson at that range, that's not going to work out too much for you.
I'd say he's in a little bit more than a little trouble. He's actually just going to push through the smoke here. Got a couple players on the other side to worry about, and it's going to be very difficult. And there you go. Notice with the shotgun on the opposite side of that smoke, 1 shot, 1 kill, and a 10-5 half for the North American squad. So
Halftime.
they have shown up in a big way on the Axis.
Yeah.
On the Axis side. As now we get to see them swap over to the Allied side, which you said is potentially the more favored side.
Yeah, especially if you have a good Allied side set and you're facing a weaker Axis side. We know Entropy's not exactly too weak on the Axis side, so they can get those rounds.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm interested to see what Wilski can bring to the board here. He's been impressing me so well so far, as well as NA team in general. Like, one of the things which I noticed in the last half is they didn't have certain people on sites.
Right.
What they did was they used the site based on what spawn you got. So if you've got a closer spawn towards the B-bomb site, you went to the B-bomb site. You've got a closer spawn to the A-bomb site, you go to the A. Which is quite different to what you see in EU teams, and quite effective as well. Right now, they are very effective getting those 2 entry frags, but Azuma's that he's only good for 1. And Sass falls in the hands of Wilski. It's all up to Azuma now on 1 versus 3. He is in top cinema. Bomb is reclaimed, and they're expecting it the NA side, and they get that frag. 11-5. Good start into the second half. This first map.
Yeah, so they get that opening round. They're going to push things forward once again. Remember, they strung 3 rounds together after winning the opening round in the first half. See if they can do that again. And if they do, then Vireo is going to be up to a 13-5 scoreline before we see that nice big meaty buy come out from the Axis side. But they are going to go into the Gavers. It's going to be, well, the 1 token buys for both sides.
Yeah, but
which one's better? We'll find out, right?
I would say the Allies, especially since the Axis don't have any nades to block that cross, so they could potentially rush all the way to B, get there before the B players could even set up properly. Obviously they didn't. They played a little bit safe, not too aggressive. Just get a feel for what Entropy will do, which is smart. I would like to see them gone aggressive, but they are on the B bomb site. No real retaliation yet from Entropy.
And you can see Seth re-smoking that entry point. A couple of players on the opposite side. There's 4 players, and we only see a couple of kills come in. It's Azuma and Sus that are going to find it. Bomb is planted, so that's going to start ticking down. A return frag from Impaler comes in, but there's the flank from Azuma finding 1 more. They have yet to really push in. Seth backside sentiment. Impaler on the high ground, and it's all down to Seth in a 1 versus 4. So what is he going to do? He knows the lineup for the bomb. Going to go ahead and spam through. Does some good damage to a second player. Are they defusing it? It looks like he's actually up on top of the box, potentially defusing the bomb. So surely not going to happen. And there's the defuse. There's the return round. And finally, Entropy able to get 1 back on the board, getting their 6th now.
Yeah, that was so smart from Entropy. They sacrificed the first player. They knew where he was from that position. So 1 player got on top of the bomb, started defusing, had a player walk in front. So Seth tags him, still thinking that's the diffuser.
Yeah, gets the hit marker in.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you're right. It's the subtle little things like that you see that are like, okay, wow, that's actually really smart. Deep nade coming down through mid, going to tag up Wilski a little bit. He's down to about half HP. Entropy trying to get back into this matchup is a 5-round difference between the 2 squads. Wilski, no holds barred into this A bomb site, or pardon me, B bomb site. He's still looking for it. Notice is there for the opening frag, but Kiastar is going to be there to answer back.
Oh, and Halo from above, able to get 1 frag. He is pushed back, but he doesn't get taken out, so he's still a danger, still a threat against this Entropy squad.
And he's got a nade still.
Exactly. When we've seen what his nades are like, they're very, very good. The rest of his team starting to push onto the A site, and there's only 1 player there, which is Azuma. He actually gets taken out, making it 2 versus 4. This is a tough situation for Entropy. It's going to be even tougher to try and retake this. Does seem like they are going to attempt it at least.
This angle on the doorway, though. It's hard to read, but Kiastar finds the headshot anyway. Into a 2 versus 3. Made a 1v3 as Kiastar goes down to the hands of Impaler on a slow flank himself. That's going to leave Seth and Bergie to try and crossfire this bomb site. And so far, so good. Bergie's going to take him down, so a 12th round now, doubled back up as Team USA continues to thrash the Europeans.
Yeah, I can't deny it. Wilski's playing so well. So is Impaler.
Yeah.
And each player on Vireo right now is stepping up massively, getting those frags, getting those openings onto the B bomb site, but also good fakes because they faked towards the B bomb site, sending Wilski up in front, and then the rest of the team was pushing down to A. And then Impaler was there to help him as well, getting that refrag, and that kept 2 players towards the B bomb site, leaving Asuma alone on the A site, and they realized that it must be at least 1 player there, and they could easily overwhelm him with the 3 players they had.
Yeah, sold the fake well. Just send Wilski over towards the B bomb site, and again, like you said, I mean, it was a 1-for-1 fight at the beginning over there towards B, or towards the A bomb site with Azuma in the back lines, and then next thing you know, he's got 3 people peeking him from different angles. Had no idea that that info was coming, and as soon as he gets it, they're so far out of position that the retake is going to take time for them to get back in, and at that point, all of the guys from Vireo.Pro are already set up and ready for that push to come back in. So 12-6, and we have a pause come out. That's likely from the Entropy side as they want to discuss things here for their Axis strategies, see whether or not they can start to chip away at this lead. But so far, so good for Vireo.Pro.
Yeah, but even looking at the frags, they're still pretty close. Only Impaler having that massive impact. But Sus and Asuma, both very quiet. 7-16 on Sus, 8-14 on Azuma.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Impaler, right? Up to 18 frags now. So since we've switched over and we've got Vireo.Pro on the Allied side, all of a sudden, Impaler is really starting to have massive impact. So it's nice to see almost an early pick on Nisef. He survives by the skin of his teeth, as well as Wilski. And you can see how aggressive they already are. Good positioning there. And Seth, anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, he gets the frag instead of the tags. Gives his team an advantage. Yeah, you hate to see it. Like, you just have to feel unlucky at this point for Entropy, but you can't take away from Vireo. They've been playing so well, but these refrags coming in quick and fast, but still an advantage for the NA side. And Sas, he's in a little bit of trouble. He needs to try and deal with this quickly to help his team. But he's not in a good angle, and he gets taken out for 1 HP. Delita on the B bomb site, though. He's trying his best to retake it alone. Maybe create some space, maybe make Sus as a distraction.
I was going to say, look at how far back they pushed Sus off of that area of the map. That bomb's starting to tick away. It's just down to Wilski in a 2 versus 1, but look at how much room he has to actually work with. And he's actually going to go right up onto the bomb site. This is very risky from him, as they're both coming in from the same angle, and one's actually plunging around to his left-hand side. They're going to take him down and get the bomb defused. So a good recovery there from Entropy after losing that opening pick. And the next thing you know, they've got 7 rounds, so it's back to a 5-round difference between these 2 squads.
Yeah, Delita getting himself a 4K, massive from him. It would take out a few players towards the B bomb side as they start pushing in and then help Sus in a sticky situation. And then pushing on that big bomb site, when you have Wilski up against you, that's quite frightening. But
especially when he's got a Thompson to play with.
Exactly. And he still has that Thompson to play with. And so does Seth and Impaler. And it's coming out for Entropy. No tags for them, so they might think it may be a slow B play or maybe a fast A. It's definitely a possibility. And towards that A site is Asuma, who has been struggling just slightly, but he has a car run through the smoke.
Goodbye. Deleted. Not on my watch, notice. They've got to play this one careful because, like you said, I mean, he's got the car, so he's got the range advantage here. He is going to give up a little bit of church control, not able to take down Impaler. Does get the leg shot, but there, he just revamps his angle and just finds another pick. Fade away, set up, fade away, set up, fade away, set up, and he makes it work. Manages to find 2 kills out of that, and still no bomb plant for the Vireo.Pro side.
Yeah, really great play from Azuma, getting that first frag and then getting that second frag, just getting the information, but staying alive, that's the important part. He's being that threat that Vireo has to be aware of, and at the moment the frag's just going in fast for Entropy. Only Impaler left. He does manage to get 1, but he's so low, like he falls, making it 8-12. A really good round from Azuma. He stepped up the round, impactful frags and impactful play from him.
Yeah, and I think they decided that if he's going to be solo on that B bomb site, give him a car. 1 shot, 1 kill.
Yeah.
You know, unless he legs him. But one of the biggest parts about that is the ability to fall back and find cover in that area is so strong. Although there's so many avenues of attack for the Allied side to get in there. You know, you can go around the garden on the outside of it. You can go straight through the church. You know, a number of different areas that you can attack that player. Mainly him finding that pick through the smoke at the beginning of the round was crucial, because then he can call, hey, I think they might be coming this way. Maybe you want to rotate somebody up.
Yeah, and the fact that he was able to pull that rotation early it allowed him to actually hold that angle and not be scared of someone pushing up behind him, because a teammate at that point rotated the statue, so he can't get pushed from front church, can't get pushed from mud. So all he had to focus was that short as well as the tram position.
Yeah.
And of course, he got that kill on the tram position, but Deleter.
And he stayed alive the whole round, too.
Yeah.
So he was alone on the A bomb site, and he also managed to stay alive the entire time as the push came in. So definitely very cool for that. Kia Star going to find another one. Zlatan, the only casualty for Entropy this time around, is Azuma again on the back of that Thompson this time. We'll find one more.
He's trying to copy Wolski.
Yeah, well, so far so good. And there's another pick. Is Sus able to take one down off the back of that M1 Garande. Leaving it all on notice with the carbine in hand. Sorry, guys, it's been a long day.
Yeah,
so
it's
we're
been
a
a
little
long
bit
day.
loopy. I've had like 45 Red Bulls. Woo! Ready to rock and roll. Just going to crash and burn as soon as I get back to the hotel. Just pass right out. Notice. Does he notice anything suspicious in the corner? He does. Able to find Sus. Takes him down. Picks up the M1. Going to work with that for the time being. See whether or not he can find anything else into this round as he regens his health. But with only 4 seconds left, surely not. He's spotted. Taken down to a very low HP count. Trying to hold a corner. Does manage to find one more. So the leader up on high, and he's going to take him down. Or pardon me, the leader was dead. Kia Star's the one that takes him down. Fumbling over my words here. But now we're back within 3. So it's 12-9. Vireo.Pro still with the lead, but Entropy scrapping a little bit here.
Yeah, they definitely are, and going to see Azuma keeping that card, but we also see Sus with that SCG. We saw what he did in the first game of the day on Invasion with it.
Oh, yeah. Solo locking down a bomb site
Yeah.
with that. So the SDG comes out to play for Sus. Very strong weapon in his hands. We'll see what he can do with it this time around. Wilski, not caring at all for his own well-being, just charges through a smoke into the B-bomb site and manages to find the opening pick.
That's the thing, when you have a player like Wolski who's so confident in his ability to push through a smoke, go out onto the bomb site, no support of his teammates, that's scary for a team like Entropy, because when you're Entropy, you're going for the fear factor. You want teams to be a little bit scared of you, so they don't do plays like that, but they are doing it. And it is helping Vero, but back-to-back trades. Bomb has been applied for the NA side, and Kia Star been pretty good for Entropy. He's going 20-15.
Wilski, who's just been slightly better. So you've got the 2 heavy hitters still on the server. Impaler's still alive as well. Azuma with that car trying to get back in here. He's got the Thompson out. Maybe saw that player peek across. Yes, Wilski will find the kill. He's also found out where the secondary player is. Look at this close quarters angle, waiting for him to jump out. Takes him down easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. The last player on the site. It's Azuma versus Impaler now in a 1 versus 1. Doesn't have the lineup. Does he stick the bomb defuse?
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
You
he's
hate
got
to
it.
see it.
Beautiful stuff, and Azuma even going to finish him off at the end of the round. So double digits now acquired for Entropy as they survive another 1v1.
When you're a player like Wolski, who's done so much work in that round, gets the opening frag, gets to be bomb site control pretty much by himself, defends it, gets 1 kill before he falls, making it a 1 versus 1, and then you lose like that.
Heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
It's a hard pill to swallow sometimes.
But Impaler, he survives the nade, and he's going to cross early towards that cinema. They're going to know that information, because I think Azuma spoiled them as they crossed. It looks like they're going for quite fast speed, the NA players.
Yeah, 3 players over towards the broken wall. 1 player coming back cinema. 1 player to sit around towards mid and try to harass over on that bomb site. And you can see they go for the jump shots. Does get some damage in. Impaler's going to finish him off. Nice bit of crossfire. A little teamwork going on there. Smoke comes in towards the main hallway. And they're already looking for the flank play. The leader going to get tagged up. 1 player up on top. The leader will go down. Impaler, good job in the back lanes of the cinema. He has been very effective over there. Look at this
Nice
movement.
move from
Oh,
Sus.
he heard it. Wilski, you can't fool the man.
Can't fool him, but Azuma, he's going to try his hardest. He's still got that Cart and Thompson combo. He throws a nade trying to stop the plant. The plant will go, but the plant will be dead.
It's a dirty
So
nade.
well his teammate Zlatan. And he needs to find 3 more to get the clutch. Or try and get the defuse. Does smoke off at least 2 players, but Wilski, he's been so good. And he gets a car as well.
He's got his favorite combo, Carr Thompson. What do you know? We'll see what he can bring to the table into this round. As you can see, 13 rounds finally now for the Vireo.Pro side as they finally notch another win. See whether or not they can close out the map now, because the money is all but dried up for the Entropy side. It's going to be Gavares for them across the board.
Yeah, no STGs or cars. We've seen Azuma, he was doing so well with that car, but he's going to start struggling again. No STG for Sus, who's also been struggling as well. But a person which hasn't been is this guy on screen, well, was on screen, Wilski.
He's been a monster, man. Absolute monster. Seth has been hitting some money nades in the second half, too, so
Yeah.
can't take anything away from that. It was Impaler in the first half, getting the double nade kill, a couple of nade kills here and there. But Seth has been very good, and they're delayed nades, too. They're not nades that are thrown right at the beginning of the round. They're nades that he's holding on to for 7-8 seconds before he launches them out for those players to get into a more, dedicated position. Then he just drops the bomb right on them.
Yeah, it's quite impressive to see how they got these timings so perfect and these nades.
The amount of rehearsal that goes into that, like,
Yeah.
hey, you join the opposite side and you just run full speed to this area, and let me see if this nade gets there in time. Try to get the timing, work on the timings and everything.
Yeah, but it does seem like Impaler is able to take down Sus, who's been struggling in this entire map right now. All up to Kiyostan and Zuma. Zuma, in fact, got 2 frags to his name. Yeah, very quiet in these last few rounds.
Yeah, hasn't really done too much. Close quarters on the backside of that smoke, and Azuma's going to find another headshot. He's got 3 on the round. Kiyostar is going to have to do something here. Azuma pushing in, not full health, will get taken down by the Garand of Impaler, who has just been so strong in these back halls. And now Kiyostar on the low ground can't really do much. Spotted out, Thompson long range, not going to be effective from there. Trying to creep his way up, but Impaler just backing off at the angle. He will go down, but surely not going to get the juice now. Only 12 seconds left. And there, he will go down. Jump peek there from Bergie. And a 14th round now for Vireo.Pro. Another 1v1.
Yeah, another 1v1 going in favor to the NA side, but
I'd love to see that stat for this map.
Yeah.
How many 1v1s have there been throughout this?
on this map alone,
Yeah.
I would like to see stats all across the game, seeing how many people get nade kills, because seeing Seth and Impaler both getting so many nade kills this map. And then Wilski, he's just a monster, jumping through smokes with Thompson getting frags. And the thing is, he does it consistently.
That's what's scary about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just seems like this is the strat. Take the site, Wilski, just run through the smoke. This time, though, Impaler not going to get the opportunity to get the cinema control that he's been so fond of throughout this. And Sus, with the shotgun close quarters, is also going to take down Notice.
Yeah, but they slowly getting that B site control. So that's able to take down Berkey, and there we have it. Just Wilski left alone, 1 versus 4. Oh, a lot to do, but he does have a Thompson, one of his favorite weapons, but the smoke being deployed, they're able to catch him off guard. And that's going to be 11th round for Entropy. 4 people surviving that round as well.
Yeah.
Only Kia falling.
Down, but not out. They're not on map point just yet. So we'll see whether or not Vireo.Pro can close out map number 1. Now, I don't know whose map choice this is.
I don't know. I don't even know where the next
even.
maps are.
Yeah, I can say this is pretty even between the 2 teams. So, given what I've seen, it could have been either side's choice. I'd say I'd lean towards Vireo.Pro on this one because they seem very well prepared. But, again, you never really know.
Yeah, especially since we saw Entropy. They picked this map as their first choice against Method.
Yes.
Which they did lose.
Yes. So maybe if they picked it again, they should probably stop picking it.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a better choice for you. I mean, they looked pretty damn good on the first half of Invasion.
Yeah, they did. But then,
Then Method woke up and turned their monitors on.
yeah, especially after the admin pause.
Yeah.
I don't think they got a single round after the admin
Yeah,
pause.
the wind kind of out
quiet.
of their sails at that point. So
Could have been frustrations or something like that, because it does happen to players. Right
a
now,
little tilted.
both teams playing it quite slow. They don't really want to over-peak and lose a player. It is a 4 versus 4, but it does seem like the stack on the B bomb site is correct from Entropy. Only 1 player towards A, which I believe is Azuma.
You would be correct.
That would be correct. But now that smoke, telltale sign of what's about to happen. Nades coming in from Entropy, but it's actually fragged in favor for the NA side. Delita does manage to get one, but he will be dropped very quickly. All up to Keystar now. Azuma too far away to help, but that nade helps him a little bit.
Yeah, it actually denied the bomb plant. They've only got 14 seconds to get the plant in now in a 2-on-2. Very difficult.
Oh.
Keystar denying the second attempt at the bomb plant. Notice might just have to run away from this. He's too far from the site.
Yeah,
he can't do anything. Round's over. Those nades, late round nades, just win the round there for Entropy. Beautiful stuff. Azuma on the lead. Rotate. Keystar delaying his nade further than that, and they scrape a round win out of it.
Yeah, and it was quite impressive because Azuma, he was in a unorthodox position. He threw the nade, able to get that frag, and then Kia was in the position which you normally see the nade being thrown. He threw it afterwards, stopped the plant again, and Notice was just too far away. They knew Notice was in the middle, and they knew they didn't really need to push this anymore. And they get that 12th round, which looked like they weren't going to win.
Maybe see a little bit of a change up here. Close quarters battle here between the number 9 man and the number 5 man. Sus is over here. We've also got Notice going towards that A bomb site, and maybe a backstab from 8. We do see some fire going down between these two players over in the corridor, and it's Sus that actually comes out on top of that as Latin also finding a Taylor over towards the Cinema side. They went very aggressive here on Entropy in towards the Cinema. You actually saw 2 players push up on the Cinema this time around, so no more screwing around, not giving up, and Paler's been so good at opening up the round when he's over in that position.
But Sus will be dropped in that connect position where he did get Wolski early on. But that's one thing. Both teams aren't afraid to be aggressive, and it's great to see. It's always back and forth when both teams are like this. But Keystar, do you not spot that player?
I'm sure that he saw him. I think he's just looking for a second player so that he can maybe turn it into 2.
I don't think he did. Doesn't
Maybe
look
his
like
gun was in the way. The old iron sights blocking your vision.
Now he's supposed to play against the frag.
Yeah.
They're also getting down Notice, making it 3 versus 1, just all up to Bergen. I think they know his position. So I think Keystar might have heard it. You can see 2 players aiming down here. He gets shot up and he's going to retreat, and Entropy not really chasing it. They feel fine letting him keep his weapon full now.
Yep. Thompson M1 combo. Not going to work out for him, and look at this. Entropy back within 1 round, 14-13. We were kind of hoping for a fast 2-0 so that we could get back to the hotel and get some sleep in, but looks like we might be going the distance here, one way or the other.
I did say I could see this being close.
You stop it.
Yeah.
You stop it.
Said I wanted 2-0, but I said it could be close, and it is looking very close. We saw that from the beginning where it's close rounds, but
yes,
score now resembling that start, because at the start it was all going down here, and now it's going back to Entropy. Very interesting to see what the NA side can bring back into this. In fact, Wolski, he's been pretty quiet the last few rounds.
there's a killer again, though. He comes around from the low ground this time, but there's another kill. Deleter and Keystar both managing to chime in with a couple of kills themselves. And again, carrying that man advantage. The leader getting aggressive in the backlines once more. One player right around the corner, not going to find the shot just yet. They're going to continue to hold that player at bay for the time being. So a man advantage right now for Entropy. See whether or not Vireo.Pro can answer back. But they have been flat here in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, but they definitely haven't been out of the fight, because they have been still quite close rounds. But Wolski, he's on the cusp of getting 30 kills.
Not to mention he just spotted a player back center.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful, though, because that player's coming around from the high ground. He gets caught, but that opens up for Seth to come in with the Thompson and sweep up the leader. Now they've got to know that there's a player on the high ground. There goes the smoke out to the bomb site, but as the leader, well, he's going to get flanked out. Seth. Playing this in the 2 versus 3. Here comes the push in towards the site. Here's the frag from Azuma. Sus even taking down Seth. So we're all tied up 14-14. A little bit of misplay there.
Yeah.
A little miscommunication. Maybe Wolski trying to make an individual play before his team is ready. And he gets called out for it. So A little bit unfortunate. He didn't see that player cross back around towards the backside hallway in Cinema, and he gets caught out for it. And now we're all square. So we're going to go at least the full 30 rounds, maybe even overtime.
We could see overtime right now.
We don't want to, but we could.
Yeah. This is an important round because if Entropy lose this round, Vireo could actually win it. Because then they only get 1 token to the next round.
Well, that just shows you, I mean, look, only 1 token on the board right now on Bergie. That's how close this match has been. Nobody's gotten the economy rolling. They've got a decent enough arsenal on the Axis side, likewise on the Allied side, but this is a extremely crucial must-win round for both of these squads. Can the comeback be completed? Will we see Vireo shut this one down?
Oh, Sus being tested by Wolski, and he will fall, but it's all up to Zuma. He's going to have ace 2 plays. He gets the first. Here's the second. Unable to get the frag. He drops down to 1 HP, Bergie. He has to count himself lucky that the hip fire didn't work in favor for Zuma.
Look at this rotation, though, over towards the A bomb site. If they pick the bomb up and go towards B, wide open.
Exactly, over rotation there from Entropy because he only spots out 2 players to Zuma, and he gets 1 of them. He doesn't only spot any more. He just knows Bergie for a fact. And now they know his position, and he's going to get another frag, and he's putting this fake so well.
That's just going to solidify their hold on that A bomb site. And look at it. He can just book it right over towards the B bomb site. No problem. Going to get shot up in the back a little bit here. Finds himself some cover, looking for another frag. Even pops 1 shot and finds a clip. There's another one. Playing ring around the rosy. Goes for it. Not able to get the 4K, but that bought his team so much time. Bomb gets planted. And look at how far away Zlatan is from this bomb site right now. And now I'm sure he might not even know if it's A or B at this point.
No, I don't think he does. But if you're Zlatan, I think he does know it's B because it looks like he wants to save.
Yeah. Can you blame him, though?
No, because like I said earlier, like if they lose this round, they only get 1 token. They've lost this round, so Zlatan keeping these weapons is so important because he can give that extra token which he gets. So he gets 2 tokens.
And he can drop a token to a teammate.
He could drop the token to a teammate or buy a nade. But like if he dies, he can't do either of those options. So it's important that he keeps these weapons. If you're the allies right now, you probably could go hunting for him.
You could, but again, they're kind of in the same boat where they don't have a whole lot to work with. Bergie's got 5 tokens, 7 now after the bomb explodes, so they're doing okay. They're going to have a full nade arsenal to work with, and the ball is in Vireo.Pro's hands right now.
Yeah.
Do they risk it for the biscuit and go for that fake again towards that B bomb or towards that A bomb site, or do they group up and try to hit a bomb site quickly this time because they know that there's not going to be a lot of nades out?
If I was them, I'll probably go for a quick B-bomb site because at most you're probably going to lose 1 player or you're going to get a player which beats the nades completely. And it doesn't even seem like they're going to throw a nade towards that B cross. They're actually going to throw it towards, I think, A cross or keep it. So that nearly goes down, and you can see Wolski. He's starting to push up. Nade's not hitting anyone at all.
Yeah, Zlatan got tagged up a little bit by that, but no fatalities as of yet. At this point, again, Wolski. His forward position from him, and Impaler up on high, working in tandem once more. There's the smoke out. 2 players are over towards the A bomb site as well here for the Vireo.Pro side, and that's also where the bomb is. So keep that in mind.
Delita, he's lurking in this smoke right now.
And I actually read that wrong. The bomb is over towards the B bomb site.
Yeah. Another fake coming in, and another nade being thrown. Now Delita strikes, he gets 1. So does Zlatan, takes down Notice, and Kirsa even gets 1.
Wow.
5 versus 2. And it was all because the smoke's gone and they hadn't planted yet, and those nades actually stopped them from planting because they knew he was going to throw nades. Didn't expect so many.
So now it's going to be all down to Seth, who finds 1 more. And it's going to be down to a 3 versus 1. Fakes the bomb plant. With only 15 seconds, it's looking like overtime. What can you say? And there it is. So we go to overtime for map number 1.
Overtime indeed.
Overtime.
Entropy able to get that last round in. First map, overtime, between NA versus EU. Interesting.
You just had to call it out, didn't you?
Well, I'm just saying it's interesting.
Was it just because I was chanting USA earlier that you had to
Yeah.
call me out on that one?
Definitely.
That's fair. Big guns come into play. Wilski on the car, and we also have the scope coming out for Deleters. So pulling no punches as we go into overtime. They're going to bring out the big guns.
So it's Wilski, he's got that car like you said. And we saw how effective it was in the first half of regular time. Let's see if he can actually hear anything. He doesn't actually get anything through smoke. He's no Azuma. But he is a Wilski, and he's so deadly with this gun. Doesn't normally miss. At the moment, Entropy slowly trying to push to that B-bomb site, but they have to be careful about any nades. Obviously, there are no nades, but should be careful. They don't know that.
They're on the STG up here in the back hall. How can he possibly do that? Smoke is in such an interesting spot. Bergie's going to find Kia Star. That's going to open things up a little bit towards this B-bomb site. Look at the push out, though, from Seth. Coming all the way around from the back lines. Trying to get aggressive. Trying to lock things down, but no over-rotation from either side just yet. Still trying to look for these players coming on in that car. It's going to start raining out. Nice knife kill from Deleter, and Zlatan finds Bergie. Leaves it on Wilski on the back of that car, who managed to find a second. What an angle from him. Does not deny the bomb plant, but now he's got to wait for Seth to rotate.
Yeah, maybe some miscommunication there, because it didn't seem like Deleter knew Wilski's position. Like you said, 2 versus 2. Wilski's still alive. He's still expecting someone to be in that heaven position. Seth, he's slowly pushing. He's got that STG in hand, but both entry players are together. And it is slightly blind for them. Wilski gets one. He knows it's not being diffused, but he still peeks him, and Wilski so quick with that car. Gets himself 4 kills. And the bomb defuse.
It just shows you the impact that he has. 12 tokens into the next round, really kind of restoring that in this overtime. You know, it's always nice to see that, so he can continue to buy the big guns if he does manage to drop. Actually throws a couple of tokens around to his teammates right now, because why not?
Yeah.
Try and equalize things a little bit. Everybody have some fun. Everybody have some fun this round, okay? Here's some fun for you. Another big buyout here, a couple of M1s, a carbine. You've got a STG and another scope come out. The leader, he wasn't able to get the scope working last round, but he was able to get the shank working. So we'll see maybe a scope-on-scope battle. And Wilski with this strafe jump across the doors, and he drops it. Man is an animal with that car.
Yeah, it reminds me of myself when I used to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But Wilski, he's definitely amazing.
Don't want to tell anybody that it was against bots that you used to do it, right?
Let's carry on. Wilski, though, he's definitely not facing bots. He takes down Zlatan.
36 and 21.
It's 5 versus 2. Kiyosar and Sus left. Not much he can do, especially since Sus, his teammate, falls. Kia, he has had a good game, but this is too much to ask for, in my opinion.
Yeah, they know exactly where he's come from. When one falls, another shall take his place, and Notice goes down. They've got to be careful now. Don't give away too much.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Notice alone going for that 1 versus 1 duels. You have 3 teammates. You don't need to go for that duel. Yeah. You could hide behind the bomb site because you can't spam through the bomb site. He doesn't have to keep fighting that duel.
I like this decision on the smoke as well. The problem is that he doesn't have the bomb, so he's going to have to push his own smoke, and he does. Impaler's going to take him down. Much to Kiyosar's chagrin, he does manage to pick up a couple of kills, but it's been a long time since we've really seen Kiyosar step up. He was so strong in the beginning of the map. He really faded off towards the end of that. But nevertheless, we are here in overtime, so let's not take anything away from it. It's been Uzuma that's really stepped up for them. Zlatan's been doing a good job. Likewise for everybody on both sides of this coin. So now we get to see what they bring to the table. They've really bought down. They're on the nitty-gritty right now. See whether or not these guys can do anything on Entropy. Trying to close this one out in a sweep fashion in overtime is Vireo.Pro.
Yeah, but Wilski, he's got an aggressive angle with this car, and with that lightning reflexes, which we saw, he's so good with it. Zlatan, he's copying Wilski. He's already on B-bombs, like getting a kill, even faked some shots, and the other 2 players fall, just leaving Seth alone. 1 versus 5. This is a good answer going into the second half of overtime. Getting at least 1 round does help them.
So all around a nice round there from the Entropy side. Don't lose a single player.
Halftime.
Latin stepping up a little bit. And again, 2 rounds facilitate the victory for Vireo.Pro here. Entropy have to be perfect to close it out in the opening overtime, but if they get 2 rounds, they at least secure a second overtime. Likewise for Vireo.Pro, they pick up 1. They've ensured a double OT.
Yeah, and what helps in overtime is you have those 12 tokens each at the start. So you can buy the cars, like we do see Sus and Azuma both buying cars. But you also see players like Kyostar not too aggressive with their economy, so they still have some tokens left, because if you burn through get cars every round, if you lose 2 rounds, you have no tokens left. So you need to be careful. But Wilski, he's not careful. He's already out. He's already getting a frag to his name. Does get traded out, but Sus also gets taken out. So advantage still in favor to Virion.
Yeah, and they've actually lost their A player on Entropy, which means they've got to rotate one of their B players over towards that side. So a little bit dangerous, and Paler in familiar territory right now as he's up on high. There goes the deep smokes. He's going to be able to spot the player on the low ground. Good star. Does get tagged up. Nate follows. Not going to find the damage that he was looking for. Bomb gets picked up and moved in towards the bomb site where we see the fake. We do have 2 HE grenades still left on Entropy. There goes 1. Kyostar going to lob that one in. Not going to connect. Smoke clears though, and Azuma, quick shot, drops the bomb carrier. 40 seconds left, so time starts ticking. 3-on-3 situation now as Entropy is even the strength.
That was so fast from Azuma. Notice he's actually going for a flank right now. He's running, so he's giving his position away. So Delita takes him out, just leaving Impaler and Bergie. And Azuma and Delia, both of these guys causing so much trouble for his NA side, and they get taken out. So it's 2-2. All back to even Stevens.
We're going all night.
Yep.
We're going all night, boys. Here we go. So into the mix once again. You can see, I mean, the Thompson buys come out. Bergie's going to sit on the M1 once again this time around. Azuma and Sus back onto the cars. A little bit of back and forth in the OT so far, but that just shows you how evenly matched. It's 17-17 current scoreline between these 2 squads.
Yeah, it's been a total war between these 2 teams. Back and forth, clutches after clutches. But now things are starting to stabilize a little bit. Bergie gained that opening kill. Kyostar trying to answer back, but it's actually Delita gets the frag onto Impaler. You can see Kyostar, he's aware that there's going to be players, and he gets a second.
Wow.
That headshot onto Zeph. He did not see that coming. But it's actually Sus. He's had a quite a tough game this map. He falls. Making it 3 versus 2. Yeah, 2 versus 2 since Azuma does fall as well. Delia and Kyostar, at least they are quite close together, so they can play off each other if they want to, which is what I would suggest.
Yeah, they've got to be conscious of these back alley positions. Coming right around, but looking the wrong way at the wrong time. But notice he gets the reticle in the right place, and he manages to find that kill. Even though he gets dropped down to 1 HP, it's going to be all down to the leader in a 1 versus 2. See what happens here as Vireo.Pro trying to at least secure a second overtime.
Planted.
Looking for that magic 4 rounds in OT. Bomb gets planted over here towards the A-bomb site. The push is coming back on around to leader, trying to make his way around, but prone in the corner. Does manage to find Notice very low. Still has an HE grenade to work with, but is he expecting the flank? He is. Oh, and he pulls it out, but he can't get the shot in time. Bergie's going to drop him. Second OT is at least solidified, but 1 more round here for Vireo.Pro, and they take map number 1.
Yeah, notice he had 10 tokens, so he can give some away and purchase some, because it is the last round of OT. Despite what happens, we're either going to see another half of OT or another map.
One way or the other, we're going to get more Battalion here.
Yeah. You can see Sus, no nades on him. Even though he had 2 tokens left in the bank, he's going to spray through the smoke. He has been struggling 13 to 20 seconds, and we're in OT.
Yeah, he's been having a tough game, to say the least, but you never know. This could be his round to pick it up and get a 3K or a 4K.
Exactly.
You
Any
never
player
know when
can
he's gonna
step
strike.
up, have massive impact. It does seem like they want to head towards that B-bomb side, which Kyostar has been defending He's been having a good game. So is the leader, and he gets the first frag, taking down Impaler.
Yeah, all in all, things looking pretty good over here towards the B-bomb site if you're a fan of Entropy. As that first pick goes in their favor. Wilski, though, he's in a bit of a different spot. They realize that he's up there. They're going to see the nades coming on out. There goes the HE behind it. The smoke comes out to cordon off that area. It's going to be a 5-on-4 retake. Wilski's got to be careful, stay alive. There's the counter nade. He's going to do the damage now. So we continue on. Wilski just picking up smokes and throwing them.
Not throwing any more smokes. Now he gets taken out.
Wow.
Sus also finds Seth, who I said has been quiet. He does manage to get 1 kill this round. Nade unable to stop the planter either. He's going balls deep into the smoke, and he actually gets taken out, Bergie. It's all up to notice, and he falls. So we're going to see a second overtime on the first map.
I see some worry on your face.
Yeah.
I told you,
Close.
we're in it for the long haul tonight, my friend.
We are.
It is going to be a long one.
But who doesn't love some more Battalion?
Yeah,
Especially
I mean,
when you get teams like this.
you want competitive matches. Well, you got one right now. Double overtime on map number 1. As Derailed seems very even between these two squads. Neither one of them wants to relent. And again, right back into the big buys. The scope comes out. The car comes out for Wilski. We know how effective he's been with that. Will we see that mid-battle once again between those two? Are we going to see that strafe jump across? We've got carbines. We've got double car. Or pardon me, we've got a car. We've got a scoped rifle. I mean, the whole shabazz is out right now. Nade's not connecting. We'll see if the bullets do.
Yeah, but we are seeing Vireo being very aggressive, going through that smoke. But Zuma's open things up with that nade. But Impaler, he's only good for 1. Gets shot, then the B-bomb site is open. But you're going to see quick rotations coming in. Bergie's already behind, and he's going aggressive. But he falls to Zlatan.
Zuma with his third on the round, leaving just Seth in a 1v3.
Bomb planted.
That's a little bit awkward.
A little bit. Just a tad. Just a skosh.
Now
he's
Seth
actually on the
could
site.
either go for this or save. 1 versus 3, not very likely. Does spot the first player, tags him up a little bit, but now he's in an awkward position himself, and he gets dropped by Delita. Good round from him. He's on 32 kills now. I think Wilski's just a little bit more ahead.
Yeah, really picking up the pace now here, and Entropy once again pick up the first round of overtime. See whether or not they can close this out again. 4 rounds being the coveted number. Right now it's currently 19 to 18 in favor of Entropy in this matchup. So we have gone the distance. We have gone the entire length that we can. Running out of gas here at the end of the day, but it doesn't matter because we've got a fun match going on right now. And again, Wilski on the back of that car going to be looking to do some damage with it.
Exactly, and Wilski, he's been very aggressive going into that position, but now Sus, he gets 1 kill. He gets his second, taking down Notice. Bergie's also very low. He's going to retreat towards Secret. He actually gets dropped. Sus, massive impact in this round.
There you go. We said he was having a rough game. Picks up the pace. That was fast. Seth does go down. It's going to be all down to just Wilski on the back of his car. He's got to get the ace to win it. Not able to land the shot. Might be able to get the follow-up. Looking for it. And he does find the headshot. Only got 3 more to find. Bomb taken away. 30 seconds left. Does not spot the player over towards Cinema. Looking for the high ground. Can't find it just yet. So many angles to clear. And he gets caught switching guns. Carbine rings true. And Kia Star is going to clean things up. So back-to-back rounds for Entropy. Now they're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, we saw in last OT 2 rounds for Vireo, but now it's all Entropy 2 rounds. If they get this 3rd round, Entropy would be taking the first map in my opinion. But it all depends on this map because you want to have at least 1 round going into the second half, but really you want to have 2 rounds at least when you're starting Axes.
So treading on eggshells, as they say. Difficult position right now for the Vireo.Pro side to be in, especially when they came out rip roaring in the beginning of the matchup, only to fall a little bit short here in double overtime. Let's not count them out just yet. Bergie and Taylor both finding frags, doing a good job defending the bomb site. Notice even doubling down, so it's all going to be down to the leader. He's on the scope. Can he get it done? Looking for a couple of quick shots, not able to land anything just yet. One player there around the side, spots the player on the tank. He gets tagged down very low. They're not pushing just yet. It is the final round of the opening half of the second overtime of the third BO3 of the first day of the major. I just rattled that off really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Deleter does manage to take one down. 3 more to find. Surely not.
It should be fine, but it is the last round, so he needs to start pushing. It is 45 seconds left, so he does have some bit of time to work with, and that no scope.
They're giving him 1v1s again.
Yeah.
That player that was all the way in the back lines there that just went down could have rotated all the way back around from the A bomb site through their spawn and over to B to help hold this bomb. But instead, he kind of throws his life away willy-nilly. There was no reason for that.
But even here, they're not in good crossfire positions. And Derailed could come out. He actually picks up the bomb, and he's going all the way towards A. I don't think there's enough time, but if it is, it's going to be rough since Vireo.Pro's got right on his heels.
Ooh, he might actually have enough time. If he would stop jumping and slowing himself down.
He's got exactly the right time, but it looks like he's going to get chased up, and he has no time to plant. Nois gets it. The last round of OT going into the second half. We saw exactly the same scoreline which Entropy had going into the second half.
It was actually Vireo.Pro that had it. In the first half of OT.
Yeah.
Or the first OT.
I'm just saying, like, Entropy was also had the same score, 2-1.
Yeah.
They was facing 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, numbers, man. It's been a long-ass day. My goodness. So, this time around, it's not going to be the scoped rifle for Deleter. It's going to be the car. See what he can do with it. And it's just the Thompson for Wilski, so maybe see something a little bit quicker out of the Vireo.Pro side. Seems like they're going to fan out towards the A bomb side. 2 players to defend possibly over here. As you can see, Azuma is also going to be joined with Sus, who is on the STG. So we know what he can do with that gun. See if he can do it this time around.
Yeah, it does seem like Sus might be tested very soon by Notice, who's slowly peeking into his viewpoint. Azuma covering his teammates back. Look at this position. Sus has headshot angle. He's going to be facing a headshot angle as well. But it's Zlatan who gets the opening pick, taking down Impale. And there we have it. Sus taking down Notice. He also gets a second onto Seth.
Drops the bomb carrier as well. There's one more player over in the back lines, Bergie, who has been tagged down. They've gotten nothing out of this round, and it could be Entropy on map point, the first bid at map point, if you will. See whether or not they can do anything with it as Sus gets the triple kill on the A bomb site. Beautiful work from him. Trying to get back into this one, but it's Azuma with the pistol whip. And there you go. So finally, map point within reach for Entropy. Can they shut it down right here, right now, and take us to map number 2? It has been a battle.
Yeah. The first map's been such a battle, and Sus, we saw he could do it on Invasion. Now he's finally awake. He's finally on the server. Not too late.
Never too late.
Never too late. Second OT. And it seems like we've got a tactical pause coming in, maybe. We'll look at these frags. 31 on Azuma, 35 on Kia and Deleter. Sus still trailing behind 21 to 30, but he has caught up a bit because he was on 13 kills in first OT. Yeah.
So he's really picked it up in the overtimes. And, you know, talking about some of the players that have gone quiet, you know, it's been Wilski and Impaler. Bergie's really stepped up, but Seth hasn't really done too much in this map. And especially through the overtimes, we haven't really seen him step up too much. But Notice has kind of been willy-nilly throughout the match, stepped up a couple of rounds, had some big rounds and things like that, but never consistently. Now we come back into this one, and this could be potentially the final round of the map.
Yeah, and talking about players which is quiet, Wilski has been very quiet in this OT. He had 30 kills in regular time. He's only got 9 since.
Yeah.
Which is still impressive, but he has slowed down a lot. But it does seem like Entropy's going to be tested towards that B bomb site. Bergie able to get the first frag onto Kierstar. Devito close range with that car.
What a ballsy position to play in. Sus is going to pick off Notice as well. It's really going to start to open things up now for the Axis side. Sus doing a good job. There's Wilski, like you said. He's gone quiet, but he manages to find a kill and equalize things back into a 3-on-3. So anybody's ball game right now, looking for another overtime. Going to have to string the next 2 rounds together, and Bergie doing a good job keeping the dream alive once again, swinging that man advantage over towards the Allied side. Wilski still over here towards this B bomb site, doing a pretty good job of holding this player on here. He's actually just going to disrupt the rotation. Doesn't spot him, sees him rotating, should be able to get the backstab. He's just waiting. Bomb gets planted, and he's just stalking his prey right now.
Now, I wonder if he presumes both players are there or just one. I think his teammates spotted it, but it could have been interesting. But Wilski, he knows how this position is clear, so he can get actually behind him from there. And they're not expecting it at all. Entropy, I think they just spotted him out. No, he didn't. Zlatan looking the wrong way, gets his head decapitated, and Bergie gets one. 3-2.
What a game.
What a game.
Triple OT?
It's definitely a possibility.
It's definitely a possibility. Let's see how it goes right now. Current score line is 21-20 for those of you playing along at home. And again, a couple of cars come to play. Deleter, Azuma, going to be picking those up. See some M1s come out to play as well. I'd like to see those token or those gun models possibly get a little bit more definition, because it's definitely difficult a little bit to see the difference between a car and an M1.
Yeah.
Very similar looking models on the overlay.
The only way you can tell by the bolt at the back.
Yes. It's really the only defining feature between the two of them. But with that in mind, even strength, the leader close quarters, Bomb getting tickled over here towards the B bomb site early on. He's looking for that player on high. He might get it.
Yeah, the late nade, unable to find anyone. Italo misses his shot. Uncharacteristic from him.
Don't think he was expecting him to be as far out onto the stairwell as he was. That allows Sus to get into a good position. He's got to hightail it out there, that nade. Look at this. Notice Kiastar, Wilski, back and forth we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. The man advantage for the Allied side, the bomb plant for the Allied side. Where does it end?
Oh yeah, misses again. Unable to get that player which is flanking. Despite having two Entropy players on the flank as well, but Deleter gets that quick shot. Taking down Notice. Making it a 3 versus 3. Equal in numbers for the retake, but you have to favor the Allied side. So they slowly push the nade. Good for the Allies to fake it, but one player's just sticking on top. He actually gets dropped by Wilski. 16 seconds left. They have to start sticking this bomb very soon.
They got to find it. They got it. So that is going to be map number 1, going the way of Entropy. And that's really the story of the map right there. How close that round was in the long run. Back and forth. Double overtime. What a ridiculous way to start a best of 3.
Yeah, and there's like some moments we can key highlight in that round. Like the first 2 rounds pretty much decided how this map was going to play out. The amount of clutches that everyone had, but in the end it was down to Entropy. They were able to get those frags and get that win for the first
map. A well-earned win.
Yeah.
A very well-earned win. So 1-0 in favor of Entropy. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we will be back with map number 2 between Vireo.Pro and Entropy right after this.